Gold Cup final as Duliajan and Diamond Harbour FC make their way onto the very next round. And for what we are cracking final as two sides who have looked to silverware all over the country now try to stick their claim here in Duliajan after what was a wonderful opening ceremony with the two great speeches and a fantastic performance by the kids as well. Now it's all about that piece of silverware, that Gold Cup, the Royal India Gold Cup. What a mouth-watering final we have in store for you. This is what it's all about. Coming to the final, the spectacle that is the Gold Cup, culminating in what should be a grand battle between two sides who are yearning for silverware. And Sarkar there at the end, greeting the dignitaries, the captain of Shillong Lajong. This was the 10th match of the Royal India Gold Cup 2025 edition. The one that matters the most, of course. Coming for a quick picture as well. Wonderful moment as we hear the anthem, and we'll have a quick greeting between the two teams and a picture as well, and that is what we're all ready for. Shillong Lajong versus Diamond Harbour FC. Here are the starting lineups. You've got Kairiam, Ephraim, Figo, Damait, Civil, the keeper, Aman, Taryang, Kensta, the captain, Tremiki, Lian, and Jacob, who starts for Shillong Lajong. For Diamond Harbour, there's Sunday, Lian Sanga, Brighton Bakare, Bryce Miranda, Paul, Rabilal Mandi, Susnata Malik, Joby Justin, the captain, Melroy Assisi, Pintu Mahata, and Naresh Singh. So lots of changes to the lineup for Diamond Harbour as compared to their their last game, the semi-final victory. And this time, the big names are out. Shillong Lajong, on the other hand, a similar lineup as compared to the semi-final win that they just about managed against Oil India. Jacob comes into the starting lineup after a good performance in the latter half of that game, and Everbright Salah has to drop to the bench. Here are the two captains. As well as the referee Abdul Mazid Chaudhry. Habibullah Firdoz and Prem Nazari are the assistants, and the fourth official, Baju Tuso. Always a special moment leading your side in a big final like this. Quick pick as well. Star and Joby, they'll be going up against each other. One is a defender, one is a striker. There are the referees all set for the action. It all comes down to this one. Shillong Lajong, who very disappointedly missed out on the Shillong Premier League yesterday. Squad, of course. This one is all about aiming for the Gold Cup. They came second in that league. Diamond Harbour, recently runners-up of the Durand Cup, so they know exactly what it is to play a big-time final. Coming up short over there, but will want to turn that silver medal into gold. Will the Diamond Harbour boys? last few moments of retrospect and calm before what could be a frenetic, fantastic, fun final between two top sides. And both teams, of course, in the I-League now. Diamond Harbour making waves, coming through from the Calcutta Football League First Division to the Premier Division, then winning I-League 3, winning I-League 2, and now this their first battle with Duliajan ahead of an I-League season where they will meet each other. Duliajan, who a couple of seasons ago, 2 seasons now, have made it back into the I-League and are playing some fine football.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And there is the countdown.
4.
We're all set for this grand finale.
1. 0.
Let's go!
Let's go indeed! It's time for the Oil India Gold Cup Final 2025. Duliajan and Diamond Harbour Football Club lock horns in what should be an absolute cracker. The 10th match of this edition of the Gold Cup, and one of these teams will be taking it home for the first time. Will it be the boys from Shillong, or will the Diamond Harbour golden period continue as the side from Kolkata would love to take back some silverware? Really exciting build up to this one, and a fantastic semi-final one which brought Duliajan into this position. They went the distance with Oil India, the host side, and in the 116th minute it was Gladdy who pulled out an absolute scorcher to get the victory for Duliajan. A 1-0 win for them. Diamond Harbour, on the other hand, had an early lead versus United Chirangdwar, that is. UCD came back. It was 1-1 for quite a bit, but then in the 71st minute, Jobby Justin getting a couple, all on the score sheet too. Samuel getting a goal as well, but he's dropped to the bench. And a 4-1 victory for Diamond Harbour. Was ball into a bit of space for Jobby Justin. Might be a busy afternoon for Civil Mumbai. Not the best of kicks from him on that occasion, but it's somehow kept in by Figo. No, it isn't. Figo, who was the player of the match in the quarter-final victory that Duliajan got to get themselves into the semis, of course. And it's only been 10 matches in this edition, but all of them have been so enjoyable. We had some really big names facing this year's competition. The likes of Northeast United and East Bengal and Chow, ISL and I-League teams. These two teams, of course, both in the I-League right now. The local sides like Oil India and UCD doing a great job battling it out with these teams. But the best two sides have made it into the final. Duliajan and Diamond Harbour. That's a nice move towards the left-hand side. Ephraim with the cutback. That was actually a good ball, but not on the same wavelength. Ephraim had a really good game before he was pulled off against Oil India. Bombing forward on that left-hand side. He took a really good free kick. And some of these players, as I said, fresh off a Diamond Harbour runners-up medal in the Duran Cup. What a spectacle that has been. As they lifted that trophy, they came ever so close. Pulled off a fantastic victory versus East Bengal in the semi-finals. And then were dropped by Northeast United 6-1. But in such a short time, Diamond Harbour have done a great job to get themselves into the competitions that they have. Bright trying to get through. With a lovely turn by Jacob. Keeps going, and this time will have to be forced back. Didn't start in that semi-final, but made sure to get himself into the starting lineup the way he played. Didn't get a goal, but came pretty close. Not the best of deliveries, but calm stuff there by Abil Almandi, who's been really good for Diamond Harbour in the left back position over the last couple of seasons. Jacob has played for Diamond Harbour, so maybe that is one of the reasons why he's starting. Here's Bryce Miranda. Goes for the cross, won't get it. Gets the corner. The first one of the day. The first one of the final. Tense moments in the dugout as well. Thapa is the coach of Duliajan, Vicuña, Diamond Harbour coach. One thing as a coach you don't want to do is concede in the first 10-15 minutes of a final. But the second post the other way. Abinal goes to shoot, misses it to the fans' pleasure. And another ball towards the left hand side. Nicely taken down there. Had a bit of time. Did into Mahata. Could have cut inside. And he loves to do that. He loves to use his pace. He had more time than he realized at that point actually. Let's keep Vicuña. High League champion at Mohun Bagan. Then coming down to Diamond Harbour. Liked the project and has worked wonders with a very good squad that he's built. There's Jacob, who has been part of this squad, as I said. And that's a nice ball through by Jobby. Here's Bright. He has pace. Opens it up. There's Bright again. Beautifully done. And Bright Enabakare knows exactly why Indian football fans needed to be slightly tighter to him. A bright start indeed for Diamond Harbour, but a gloomy one for Shillong Lajong. Bright Enabakare was played at the highest of levels. He's a Nigerian, but he started off his career at a young age in the United Kingdom. Played for the likes of Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are of course now a Premier League side. Back in the day when he played for them, they were in the Championship. Ball played towards Jobby, but he doesn't get there. Picked up by Paul, who had a really good second half in that second semi-final. Vicuña rotating his squad, resting the likes of Jobby and Bright to start off that semi-final, but eventually brought them on, and of course that was the difference. And they have been the difference already with both of them combining. Nice flick. Paul won't get there. Shillong Lajong have been pushed onto the back foot now after that goal. You can feel the confidence slightly lower. Ephraim, he's a confidence player, plays it through. Opportunity now for Shillong Lajong. This is a nice move. This is much better from them. Made towards the right hand side. Figo will want to cut inside. In fact, he goes out this time, but wasn't too favored on that right foot of his. Beautifully goes through with a nutmeg. What a ball, but cleared off the line. And this is superb stuff from Shillong Lajong. They're not going to back down. Rattled initially because of that goal, but they're showing their kind of quality. What a beautiful piece of skill there from Figo Sindai. That's something that you want to see more of from someone like him. Was kept quiet during the semi-final versus Oil India. Bit of space in the midfield for Diamond Harbour. Looking for the dink over the top, but easy pickings for Taryang. He makes it slightly more complicated for himself, but then clears. There was a bit of a push. Spotted nicely by the ref. There's Naresh Singh. Also comes into the lineup. Oh, that's a poor pass. Expected the movement forward, did Aman. In fact, it wasn't too bad a pass. He just weren't on the same wavelength. But what a comeback it would have been for Shillong Lajong to get an equalizer within a few minutes time of going down. Nyansanga, what a beautiful game. The second half. Ball over the top. Bryce should be second to that. Yes, he is. Good work by Rimbai. And it was Nyansanga who picked up the Player of the Match award. Thanks to that phenomenal performance, specifically in the second half. Nice bit of turn there, played it back to Abhilal, who at the corner. It's all Diamond Harbour at the moment. Fans flocking in attendance at the Nehru Maidaan in Duliajan, Assam. With this prestigious tournament is back with a bang. Mention Gold Cup and you will get everybody's ears perked up and eyes glittering. Time for a corner though. It was the second post. White shirt was rising. And the final touch just come off the white than everybody else, but there were too many red shirts around him. That's given away. Here's Pintu. Jobby, first time pass from him towards Paul. Could have kind of turned there, Jobby. Does have a good turn. Loose touch from Bright to one now. Shillong Lajong can break on the counter. There's a good run by Figo. Not the best of balls, but he doesn't want to take that touch with his right foot. Chance to cross. Miriam doesn't really have any oomph on that one. The ball out towards Figo should have been better. Shillong Lajong, of course, have a rich history. Founded 42 years ago. They have been in and around the Indian football circuit for a long time. Played in the I-League for quite a few years. Dropped out for a bit, but they're back. Champions of the I-League 2 back in 2010-11 season, and runners-up in the 22-23 season. This could be a chance. Well done by Rimbai. He comes out and clears his copy. But this time does turn himself, plays it towards Bright and moves. Not the best of passes there from Paul. Here's Figo. That's a good touch. And cuts inside. And lets it loose for Temiki. The fan gets brought down. That should be a foul. No, in fact, advantage played by the ref, which is not a bad idea. Minutes played. Diamond Harbour having more of the ball, but Shillong Lajong have made some crisp moves. Almost getting another one there, but Kande Afolabi just kicked his right foot out. And now that's a decent long ball. Nice with the chase. Waiting for a bit of personnel to help him. And his captain is always there. There's Paul. Back to Afolabi, who was so strong in that semi-final. Holds the defense really nicely. Now, nice ball played out to Robbie Almandi. Decent delivery. Bobby Justin is there. Bobby Justin will finish. He's got the 2-2 on the back, and he is too good. And all it took was 2 touches from Bobby Justin to make it 2 for Diamond Harbour. And they're running away with this one. Robbie Almandi down the left. You've got to stop him. All wrong. And what a let off for Shillong Lajong. That would have been game set match. Jacob with the chase. Sunday does well to play towards Malik. Melroy. And as I said, it should have been curtains. With that sort of a chance, Kunya will be knowing that, but he'll have faith that there will come a chance again. And being gifted the ball on the halfway line. And speaking of moves, there's another chance. Ramdin Thara has it. Goes for the cross towards Bryce, who needs to show that pace I was talking about. Keeps it in comfortably actually. Might just see it through now. Till half time at least, Diamond Harbour. Nice ball towards Bryce. Good piece of defensive duty there by Khairiam, and a really good battle between these two as well. Down this near flank. Always like it when a wing back and a winger are going at it. Hell for leather. There's Figo. Jacob. Melroy does really well. It's coming from Punjab FC. Spent a bit of time at Chennai In and Rajasthan United as well. And that will be half time. All too easy so far for Diamond Harbour. Goals from Wright and Jobby Justin, 10 minutes apart from each other. There's the side from West Bengal. Have one hand on the Oil India Gold Cup. It is that one hand that Pandey used to get himself into the book, and he's not happy about it. With a bit of a brush aside with his left